There's only one thing that can really outdo a Karen in this day and age, and that is, of course, kids. It's like taking an unstoppable force and meeting an immovable object. These are both two things that are going to slam right into each other, causing the biggest of explosions of crazy shenanigans, which you're going to see here on Completely Stupid, on this very special episode of Karens vs. Kids. Let's get into the clips. Here we have a pair of people who decided it'd be an interesting idea to wear some very risque costumes of a certain type. Anyway, they're doing it out in public and they get caught by a bunch of kids and, well, many other people who aren't exactly impressed with their choices. Look, freedom of speech of all. I don't have a big problem with people wearing costumes of that type of degree, whether it be that one there, whether it be referencing things from World War II, like various things on those lines. I'm personally not going to care too much about it, but I wouldn't do it. Especially out in public. If you're going to a party of friends, maybe don't put the costume on until you get there, especially if it's one of those type of costumes, because if you get spotted in public with it, there are going to be some consequences that come with the costume choices, and unfortunately, you're going to have to live with them, because you are choosing a costume that, for some people, don't like, and it'd be that simple. And this is what happened here. Those are your consequences of your freedom of speech. Here we have a Karen who decides to get involved with annoying the hell out of some teenage skaters, which I just gotta ask, what is with Karens and doing this? I've seen an ungodly amount of clips of this type of thing in specifics, but anyway, Karma's a bit of a bitch to her.
Who says I need help? It looks like you need
you
help.
call the cops. Like,
You get out of your way.
You're putting your hands on.
Look, you're the one that called. You're the one that called me.
Yes.
Oh!
You asked for it. You asked for it. That was fire.
Oh shit! Oh!
What the f is wrong with you?
Oh!
Are you a movie star? Why
Whoa!
are you kicking me?
Yes. The guy who tipped water on her, technically can be classified as assault, battery, whatever you want to call it. That is definitely a thing that one can agree on here. And the fight that broke out, which unfortunately you don't get to see too much of it because we got to make sure YouTube doesn't get too involved in this. It's it's just one of those things that happen. Clearly, like I don't know. It's just one of those things where this Karen was getting way too up in everyone's faces, going off at them and things on those lines, and ultimately things just kept escalating. Someone poured water over her, which again, as I said, that was not exactly provoked completely. So in theory, that is assault, battery, yada, yada, yada. Then her choice to rapidly kick back when he's already walked away from it was definitely not the smartest choice in her regards, and someone else getting involved. It's just an entire mess, and it looks like she probably got in trouble with the cops post the clip because, you know, she's picking on kids for the most part, which isn't exactly the brightest thing to be doing. So, yeah. Here we have an entitled little brat who decides to do some very interesting things to her teacher and then even attempts to call her mother for backup on this issue.
Deal with me.
You're right. Have you touched me?
I did not touch you. So I asked Hey, will you go get another 18 listed for me? I don't know, you're
No, I'm calling my mama.
I don't
You ain't about to f me up, bitch.
Get off my seat.
You want to talk to her because she's pissing me off right now.
Clearly, her mother did something along the lines of telling her to just off and just finish your day at school. I'm laughing at this. Really, it's not a laughing issue. Like, there are, like, from my experience with school 5 years ago now, I've been out of school for a long time. Just, even back then, the grade 7s, like the lower end who were coming into a high school, they were little shits. Like, I don't know how many times the school went into lockdown. I don't know how many times certain toilets were put on fire because that's just what those guys tend to do for some dumb reason. It just seems like as I got older, all the young people seem to get more and more and more chaotically wacky and stupid and idiotic, and I'm sure it's gotten 10 times worse. I mean, we got this clip here that proves that is definitely a thing. And let's be real, this is probably some form of prejudice. I don't know. Moving along. Here we have some guy who's riding around a car parking lot late at night, and someone who decides, Karen, a bit of a manic Karen, sees something that she's not exactly happy with and decides to take things into her own hands to go off at this kid.
Your bicycles? Walk on, boy! Walk the f*** on! I don't care, you can record me all you want! Walk on! Walk on, boy! Walk on! This your bike? Get on and ride! I'm putting up with that shit! Walk on, boy! Walk on! Walk the f*** on! Over your head! Get your bags and move! Walk on! Walk the f*** on! Well, you ain't going fast enough, huh? Respect! Get the f*** on! You're on MySpace! Flipping me off over here like you something! Walk on, motherfucker! Walk on, boy!
You're tweaking. Please don't touch my bike.
Walk on, motherfucker! Walk on! Keep recording me! Walk on, motherfucker!
I'm trying to leave.
Walk on! Walk on!
This bitch
Tell me,
crazy.
yeah! Tweaking you walk on with your you're the one's disrespectful!
No
Get
one
the
could even you.
Get the out of here! Get the
What are you on?
I'm on you, not doing that!
Hey,
Walk
dude,
on!
well, you better watch out.
Walk on! What the you gonna do?
Dude,
You're gonna
what
call
is
me
she
a
doing?
tweaker
I'm
and think
trying
you're
to.
me?
I
No,
didn't-
you're not! You're trying to say that I'm in the wrong!
Could you
because
please
I'm
stop?
a female and I'm on something! Get the on!
You're a grown adult. Like, God. Like, it's just one of those things where I'm just sitting here looking at this entire thing, and it's just like, you're a grown adult. Grow up. This is not how you act. You're screaming at them to move on, yet you're going around chasing after them, kicking their bike over, and when they're getting on their bike, you try to grab their bike. It also sounds like you threw the mug. Like, what is your, like, you're telling them to go, yet you're trying to keep them there by screwing with their bike. Like, what are you doing? Is your brain not computing things correctly, or you just have to go off at someone, and this kid's very easy to go off of? Like, yeah, he's saying some insults at you. That is definitely something you can be upset about. But you're also the adult in this situation. You know, there's a certain thing of growing up and just moving on and not letting these type of things affect you. I don't know. It seems to be something a lot of people don't really do. Here we have a 40-year-old Kevin who decides to get himself involved in going off at a bunch of kids at the skate park.
You want me to go over there? I'll get the police to come over here and escort you off his property. All right? Just because you're acting like a big boy in front of these guys that can skate, don't. He can film it all he wants.
Film what?
I don't care. Go ahead, act like a clown in front of him.
I'm not a
And I'll
clown.
call them over here and escort
I'm
you
not
off
in
the
the
property.
circus. I'm not a clown. Clowns belong in the circus. I'm not a clown.
Act your age.
I'm my
I hear you say what I heard you say before. I'll grab you by your shirt and drag you over
Nah,
there.
you won't touch me.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
And I'll do it in front of these guys too, with him filming it.
Well, you can do it in front of my BB.
Excuse me?
You can do it in front of my BB.
You're a little idiot.
I'm a little idiot.
Yes, you are.
But did
Get
I
your
go
roller
to
skateboard and get
college?
some wheels and trucks on that thing.
Yeah, get some
Stop being a
wheels.
little clown.
Oh, and get a bigger dick.
What's that? What's that?
What?
What is that?
I thought you could hear me.
Say it again, you little punk.
I'm a little punk. Says the one who's messing with a 14-year-old, and what are you, 37?
Actually, I'm 40. And I have no problem beating them up.
Oh, if you touch me, I swear to God, bro.
You swear to God, what?
I will get my
You
gang
will
on
definitely
you.
swear to God.
I will get my gang on you, bro.
Your gang? What do y'all gonna do? Steal my milk money? These guys don't give two about you.
Yeah.
They you're a joke.
Oh, I think you're a joke, old man.
I don't get son.
I'm not your son, bro.
You got that right.
Oh, you're a little idiot, and yeah, you're a grown adult talking shit to a kid. What does that make you? Like, seriously, do you not think about these type of things? It's like, it's a genuine question. Like, what does it go through a 40-year-old's mind to think it's a cool idea to talk shit towards a 14-year-old kid? Like, seriously, especially considering that you're probably not related in any way, shape, or form. You probably barely know the kid. You're just there going off of them because they did something you didn't like, and you think it's the brightest idea to talk mad shit to a kid, which is just a bit ridiculously stupid, ain't gonna lie to you, buddy. Strap yourself up for this clip because we've got a Karen calling the cops on a kid because the kid brushed up against her. I'll talk about this in more detail after the clip. I got a lot for this one.
Bureau? No, I want the cops here right now. No, I'll talk to you.
I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here.
And our mom.
Oh, man.
The cops are right down the block. I can go hide.
What happened?
White lady calls the cops on a black lady. I get it. Yeah, they're videotaping.
Mentally ill.
Yeah.
Mentally
I
ill.
don't care. Listen, you remember me, right? From school, right?
Yeah,
That's right. Her son grabbed my ass.
Here. She said
And
that
she
my son
decided
touched her
to
ass.
yell
I'm
at
gonna stay here. So I'm gonna stay right
There
here.
are security
Say
cameras.
your
don't
son
say
got
nowhere.
that?
Go home.
Let's make it go viral.
home. No.
No, not her. Come on. She's calling police on a black woman because of her
She needs to
son.
go home. Don't deal with this. This
My
one's
phone
stupid.
number is 646-484-8620. Yeah.
Hold stand, bro. Like, here we go.
There are officers down the block. They want
Corner store Carolyn.
block away.
That's what that is. Don't cry, little man. Don't cry, little man.
Yo.
Because
I told
she
you
calling the
before,
cop.
a
That's
Florida
Corner store Carolyn. We got a new one. Corner store Carolyn. Look at that. She calling police.
Nobody wanna touch your flat ass.
Somebody, she calling
No, I
police.
just was sexually assaulted by a child.
Go home.
Make her go viral.
She's nasty.
Make her go viral.
Pedophile. You're a pedophile.
Make her go
You're a
viral.
pedophile. You're a pedophile.
Calling police.
This is a
Because the little
pedophile.
kid punched her
You're a
ass.
pedophile. Go home.
Pedophile.
Let me go home. You pedophile. You pedophile. Ah, she said that little boy touched her ass. She's nasty.
No, she just flashed her match and threatened to arrest me. Are you serious? So I will be going down to the police. Are you seriously exactly what she's doing?
Thank you. Because a little kid brushed up against her and touched her on her butt. She's calling police.
Have you
They
ever
can
seen
go to
a
my
child?
apartment, 280 East 21st Street, apartment 4J, and I am going home. Goodbye, 911
Yeah, I know.
operator. Now, why don't you upload that to World Star?
Yeah.
away. What is your problem? I don't even know why y'all giving her attention. I'm calling you out. Do you seriously just call the police on a child?
On a police officer.
Go away.
No, white lady, I will not.
Okay, white lady.
Look, why y'all look? Don't even get involved no more. Don't even get involved no more, miss, because that's
Shameful. You're
Oh,
shameful.
honey,
Tell you, you're shameful.
You cannot shame me. You are a child. You are young enough to be my daughter. Okay.
You're right.
When
if you were my
53
mom,
years old,
if you were my mother,
you would do
get
what?
out of my
Face,
face.
man, relax,
If you
man.
were
Do
my
Bad boy,
what?
don't get. Bad boy, don't you.
What?
Do not get in her face, man. I'm sorry.
Do what?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
She's
man.
not worth it.
One white girl to another.
Yeah,
it don't
make
got nothing to do with
make
white. You
the
don't need to
point
get
to
That's what she
the
wants.
entire audience.
She wants the attention. She wants the attention.
No need to get in her face. It's got nothing to do with white or black.
Stuck her
No, you're being an
home.
No,
Go
you ain't gotta
home,
tell her.
white
Don't jump in her
lady. Go
face.
home.
Don't jump in her face.
Isn't that what you said? Go home.
Listen,
white
now you
lady.
antagonizing.
You are antagonizing her now. You are
Antagonizing
antagonizing her now.
On earth started. Was it the
I don't know. She just walked by and then she just.
badge?
Come on, why you jumping in her face? Ain't nobody
My
want
son
Get out of her
grabbed
face.
your ass because
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm a cop.
All right, so go back.
So if you're a cop, then you supposed to have more sense than that, lady.
Get out of here,
You
man.
ain't no cop.
You always with some crazy shit all the
Yeah.
time, man. You always with some crazy shit, man. You always with some crazy shit. She always on some crazy shit.
Go in the store, Carolyn.
Seriously, you got my address?
I'm in awe of this clip, if I'm completely honest. Like, this just seems like an over-escalation to escalation to another escalation to another escalation, and no one took a moment to think about this and go, hey, hang on, this is completely stupid. Why are we even here doing this anymore? Like, yes, calling the cops on a kid is ridiculously stupid over something like this. Like, it's probably just it's probably the case that when the kid was passing by the woman, something brushed up against her accidentally, and that'd be as simple as that. And yeah, okay, the adult in the situation could be a little upset at that, but you know, you're also the adult of the situation. If a kid's just done that, like, you could either just like, hey, hey, so you touched me a little weird, don't do that, or something along those lines, or maybe just accept the fact that they're a kid who probably had no idea what just happened and laugh it off and move on. Not go off at the mother and scream at them. Like, that was ridiculously stupid. And then, of course, the mother is logically going to be protective of their child. I would point out that saying, yeah, you probably should be the adult in the situation, attempt to calm things down and move on. But also, you're the mother. She's going off at you for something your kid probably didn't do. And yeah, of course, you're going to go off back. And of course, these things continue to escalate in very stupid degrees that should have never gotten here in the first place. Like her calling the cops for some dumb reason. And then, in the midst of all that, all these people are going off at her, screaming at her while she's on the phone to 911 of all things. It's one of those things where the people on the other end of that call have no idea what happened prior to this and have no idea what's really going on. All they hear is this person's on the phone trying to get cops called, whilst people around them are yelling and screaming at them. It's like things are going to escalate from there. And then, of course, the family's choice to start calling her a pedo, which was completely ridiculous as well. It's just like, I'm just so caught off guard by how much this got escalated over what was probably just the kid accidentally brushing up against her. End of the world for some people, God. Here we got a guy who goes off at what he assumes to be a kid, a minor of sorts, for some reason or another.
Out of here, you're 40.
You're just a kid. If you weren't a kid, you know what? I'm gonna knock that phone out of your hand.
Are you mad? Your daddy didn't win. Are you mad?
Oh, just sit back and relax.
Bye.
Sit back and relax.
I am, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. I wish you were 18. I'd move
I
your
am.
hand.
I'm
Touch
19,
me.
bitch.
Touch me. Touch
no,
me.
Sweetheart.
Touch me.
You're not worth it.
Touch me.
You're not worth it.
Touch me.
You're not worth it.
Touch me.
You're not worth it, babe.
Touch me. Touch me. I dare you. I'll remove your head.
Provoking. Look at
You know what?
that.
You're in my face. You're in my face. You better
Yeah?
back off.
Yeah, okay.
Look at this little dyke.
Oh, I get more pussy than you, mother. I get so much more pussy than you.
You know what? Put your hand on me.
Did I?
Put your hand on me.
Yeah? Have another one. Are you mad? Let's see your play real quick.
Yeah?
Yep.
Get behind it. Please, get behind it. Get behind it.
Bye, baby.
You know what you need? You need to be removed from the gene pool because you're too stupid to be alive.
Yeah?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
no hair, sweetie. Oh, baby.
Touch me. Touch me.
No.
Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. Touch me. Come on. Come on, hard ass. Get that phone out of my face. I'm about this close. I'm about this close. I'm
Get
about
back in
this
your truck. How old are you? Hey, shut up. You shut up. Shut up. Who's out here out of this truck? Bye, baby.
How many things could we grab this guy on now from just this clip alone? Like what? Attempt intimidation to whom he perceived to be a minor at the time before she said his age. Continuous threats saying that, hey, if you're this age, I would knock you out, and being very, very aggressive up in that person's face. Then what was that at the end there? Maybe attempted harm? Heck, with a car that big and how fast he reversed, that could be an attempted murder there, really. Like, the fact that when she went to just get a screenshot or get some information from the plate, he was quick to get in his car and immediately slam it in reverse. Like, he was like, that's a maniac who shouldn't have a vehicle, to be completely honest. If that's how you're going to drive in situations like this, you're so quick to slam reverse in an attempt to hit someone that you don't like right now. Like, I just got a question. What was going through your brain at the time to do something like that? Seriously. You just that dense? You're stupid? You're a maniac? You're insane? Like, genuinely? And I just love how quickly he changes tones when she points out that she's 19. Because right before that, it's like, you know, if you're 18, I would knock you out. And she's like, I'm 19. It's like, well, then touch me. Touch me. Touch me. It's like, go away. Seriously, grow up. You're an adult. Move on. Like, it's just completely insane. Like, from what I can gather and what I've actually seen, like, for example, there was a case last year where two pranksters decided to try and pull a prank on some guy in a mall where they were just continuously annoying him, talking to him, harassing him in a very similar fashion here. And that guy pulled out a gun and shot one of them. They didn't die. And the jury, or in this case, from what I remember, ruled in favor of that being self-defense. So, in theory, she could have had a good self-defense case here, but it also makes sense why she just didn't actually go and hit him in any way or push him away in any way, shape, or form, because with a guy that insane, you don't know what they're going to do next. And also, I love how he's making insults like, you should be taken out of the gene pool because you're so stupid. But then she just pokes fun. It's like, says the one who's bold. Like, that hit home so hard for him. He had nothing to say for a good minute there and decided that it'd be a great idea to hop out of the car and go all up in their face again. Like, are you dumb? Like, you're an adult going off at someone who you thought was a kid initially. Like, are you like, it's just a question. How do these type of people live in our society? Like, how do these people function when they are this stupid? So this kid's done some damage to his car at some point, to the point where it got towed by a tow truck into the tow yard, yada, yada, yada. Here he's come later to get his car back for some reason. Not enough's really been explained here. Basically, though, he's come here and they've pulled the car back out of the yard with the tow truck, dragging it along. And, well, the kid's reaction is something to say the least.
Damaging my car. This was wedged in my tire on one of the turns you took.
Dude, are you being serious?
I'm being serious.
Listen.
Oh, I promise you it's not a good move. Not a good move. You know who I am.
Listen,
Put your hand up.
back up.
Put your hand up.
Back the
Back
up now. Okay?
Oh my. You don't want it. I promise you don't want it. I promise you don't want it, Max.
Listen, I'm going to walk away from him.
Max.
Listen, don't ball up your fist at me, dude.
I promise you. Put your hand up. I promise you don't want it, Max. I promise you. You don't know who I am.
You wrecked your car, dude.
Had
nothing to do with you wrecking your car.
Loser, you pulled my car over bumps, you loser. That's why
You need to
pick it
control
up.
your son.
You picked the car up. You don't drag it. Look,
Look! Look! Look at the bottom! They're dragging it over bumps! You gotta lift it!
Josh, whatever they do, they do.
It was already damaged, dude.
So you don't
That is from the other car that stuck it. That's from the
I
time.
watched this go in! I watched it go
Do me a
in!
favor. Get him the fuck here. Okay, get out of here.
The car tore down a flatbed. What is he
Dude, he's mad because I dragged it out the yard from the back. The car's all already. Yeah. Yeah.
Please. God, Josh.
You're gonna kill me.
Max,
Yeah.
Max, I'm not scared of you. I'll knock you out.
I don't want you to be scared of me.
I'll knock you out. Go to jail.
You do what?
Who are you? Who are you?
guys, you're making it
Let him
worse.
just
Get out of here!
take him out of here.
Get out of
You're
here!
making it worse. We're making
Take him out of here. Take him out of here.
Please, God. Please.
Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him.
So stupid idiot.
You're making it worse.
That's it. Just let him go.
I'm gonna call the cop and get the out of here. I'm gonna call not my
Relax, man. What's his name? Josh, relax. Relax.
Stop.
You don't know who I am, Max! You don't know who I am! You don't know who I am!
You don't know who he is. You don't know who I
You're calling the police, Josh.
So let's get the for these three stooges do that! Let's get the
out of here.
Josh.
I'll come back to see you for every accident you did. You fat, lazy piece of shit! Get it up!
Wow. I feel sorry for you.
That was a lot, to say the like. That is. I don't know what to say about that one. That is just an insane, crazy reaction. And yes, the adults of the situation, none of them were helping it whatsoever. Like, the guy behind the camera, a few occasions did attempt to say, hey, just calm down, bro. There's no need for this. But then also at the same time, there was points where he continued to poke at the kid. And of course, he's going to continue to explode in the matter he already was. And the mother wasn't really doing her best to attempt to get the kid to calm down and getting the kid to just walk away and just cool it and things like that. It's just like everything about this situation I just look at and it just seems like no one really wanted to handle this in the correct way. And yes, in my opinion, if you're old enough to drive a car, you're old enough to at least understand the consequences of your actions in certain things, especially when driving. And this is just one of the consequences of your action. You crashed your car, you wrecked it, and damn, that's a pretty good looking, pretty decent car. That wouldn't have been cheap, to say the least. So yeah, it's logical that you're upset, but acting like this is not going to help anyone, especially if you do actually get physical. It's just going to make things worse for yourself in many different ways, and that's probably not what you want to do. Here we have a pair of kids who are hanging out in a tree, which is apparently on one of their yards, and one of the older neighbors decided to say, no, you can't do that. You can't be in a tree that is cool looking in this neighborhood. That's not allowed.
The tree is not on anybody's property.
It is. It's on my friend's property. Right there.
But it's not illegal to be in here, so.
Get off of the tree. It belongs to this street and this neighborhood, and we don't want kids on it. Why do you think these poles are there to help it?
Because my great grandpa bought
down
those.
and running on it. Please get down.
We're not jumping around and running on
Get
it.
my family and see what they say about it.
We're sitting on it.
I don't want you to even sit on it.
Well, I want to go get my grandpa and see what he says.
You fine. Go get your grandpa.
Should I?
Yeah.
Just keep filming, okay?
So where do you live? Who's your parents?
I can't tell you that.
Oh, you can't tell me that.
I can't.
Why?
Because that's my personal, that's my information.
Oh, that's your personal information?
Yeah. How'd you like it if a random stranger came up to your kid and asked them where they lived?
Look, kid. I have asked you nicely to come down from there. Where do you live? I want to talk to your parents.
I'm not going to tell you where I live.
then I'll ask them when they come back. You are just a little...
I would kind of understand the point that Karen was going for here if the reason why she's concerned about them being in the tree was the fact that they might hurt themselves if they fall out the tree, not if it was the fact that, oh, but this is a tree for the neighborhood. We don't want you in there. You're going to damage it. You're going to hurt it. It's like, trees can take being climbed on. Unless they're like the little twig ones, don't do that. But logically, you wouldn't do that in the first place because it doesn't make sense. But this looks like it's a tree that's been around for a very long time and it is quite tough and can be climbed and you can hang out in the tree. Like, what's wrong with that? Genuinely. Like, it's just such a weird thing to do. And then, of course, the whole, oh, you're about to tell me where you live type attitude, saying that you're a little shit for not giving you their address. It's like, do you forget that we try to teach kids stranger danger nowadays and how don't give out that information to people you don't know? Like, isn't that the logic that we keep teaching kids to not do? And yet here you are getting angry that they're going by that logic and not giving you their address? Like, seriously? Are you that dense or something? I don't know.